Actually, I find that most of you won't have any idea in paying money to buy a software nowadays in the world, right? The reason why, because most of the application nowadays are free of charge, okay? Because you may use the application on the internet. However, okay, people always say one thing, that is, if you won't pay on the internet, then you sell yourself to the internet. Because if you won't pay for the internet, that means you sell your information to that company, and they making use of your personal information to making money in another area. Okay, so please be reminded, you better pay for the application. Just like me, okay, even though I pay a mobile app game, I also pay money for it, okay? Especially for Pokemon Go, I've already paid a lot, okay? Anyway. Oh, actually, okay, let's start now. Okay, for the pivot table. Okay, I've already go through the elementary method for pivot table, and just during the break time, okay, some of you ask, okay, is it suitable for is it possible for us to convert this format to another format? Because this one is the latest format, okay, for pivot table. Because I think some of you are quite adapted to the old format, which we so called as the classical format. But that classical format is quite nice for printing out. So how to convert this new format into a classical format? Okay, let me show you. You may just simply right-click the pivot table. Okay, and you can see here the pivot table option, right? And out here inside the pivot table option, you have so many tabs here. And one of the tabs called the display, right? Display. And out here, you can see an option called the classic pivot layout. Please select this one, classic pivot table layout. Is it here? After that, click OK. Then you can see, oh, we have another format. This is the classical pivot table format. Okay? It's okay? It's okay? Okay, the beauty for the classic pivot table is like this. Because for the new one, okay, for the new one, let me show you again. For the new one, it's like this. Oh. Sorry. For the new one, it's like this. Okay? If you would like to have the summation for all the record belongs to China, okay, if you would like to have the subtotal at the end of the factory at the customer list, it is impossible in the new format. The reason why? Because the reason is because the new format is like this. It will use the drop-down list format. That means all the time, the subtotal will be put on top of the list. However, if you say, David, I really want to have the subtotal at the end of the list, then what should you do? The only one method is to, first of all, to turn the pivot table option into what? Display classic pivot table layout. This is the point number one you need to select. And the second thing is the what? Sorry. It's the layout format. Okay, like this. Can you see here? Display field in report field area. Down or over? Can you see this? If you say, I would like to have over, what does it mean? It will keep the what? The total number. Okay? We put at the end of the list. However, if you say, well, David, I would like to show it down, then over, then it will what? 咦？睡咗。Okay, let me double check and get back to you, okay? But, okay, because I don't want to waste time to search the feature. Okay, because for the features for the classical one, it's a little bit complicated sometimes. If you apply that function and that function, then it will totally in a mess. Okay, I will get it to you. Okay, because I would like to go through another thing first. Okay, now, okay, I would like to expand it. Okay, this is the list of the table. However, if we do the analysis in this way, okay, basically for analysis, we will do it in two different ways. The first analysis method is to what? To group the data into a certain customized grouping method. For example, for this analysis, I just simply group them into different country of origin and then group them into different customer, so that I got this data at this report, right? However, another analysis is for what? We'll group by the time series. What does it mean? I would like to load the trend of our business. Then we need to group them by what? By days or time. Okay, this is very important because the time series analysis is one of the very important analysis nowadays in the world. Because if you would like to forecast the trend of your business, then you need to what? Group data into time series and then do the further analysis. So what should I do? Okay, then I just fall back to what? Data pivot table for this page first. And then what next? I would like to insert the pivot table again. Okay? The beauty for pivot table is like this. Because if you just simply use the sort and filter, okay, that means the analysis will do what? Will be executed on top of the original data. That means once your original data being used the filter or sorting method to do the analysis, you cannot process another method, okay, to do the analysis for the same set of data. However, for pivot table is different. You may just what? To ask the computer to call the same set of data, and then you may apply the same set of data into different pivot table report. So like this, I again, okay, want to select table range, okay, from the TBL cells, and then open a new worksheet to do analysis. Now again, what next? Okay, because at this time I would like to use the time series to do analysis. Then what should I do? I just simply, okay, again, get the FOB amount to the value, because I would like to, according to the value, I would like to do analysis. And what next? I would like to group those data by what? By shipping schedule dates. I just simply check the scheduled shipping date, okay, to this field, the row labels. Then the pivot table will automatically generate a table for us to tell us, okay, from every day how many money, how many FOB amount, okay, we do, okay, on a certain day, right? However, if you do a report in this manner, okay, what next you should do? Okay, maybe out here, I'd like to change the name to days, and here is total FOB. And also, I would like to do one more thing. That is, I would like to also check again the FOB amount to the values here. The reason why I would like to show you like this, because the same field, you may have a duplicate will have a duplicate fields, okay, being drag and drop into the value field here. For example, for the FOB amount, okay, I have already dragged it for what? 2 times. Okay, for first times, okay, I will change the name to total FOB amount. However, why I would like to have a second drop here again? Because I would like to tell you one thing. Because for the analysis or calculation, you, besides using the what? Using the total FOB amount, calculate the sum. But also, you may also right click here and then to calculate the what? The value field setting. And out here, you still have other formula. For example, by default for number, it will use the sum formula to do the analysis for you. However, if you say, I would like to count the number of appearance, okay, for the FOB amount, then you may making use of the count function. After you apply the count function, see what happens. It will show you how many cases, okay, being created on the 1st of January of 2010. Is it clear? Of course, if you say, David, I don't want to have the total number of case. I would like to have what? Have something called the FH amount. Again, go to the value field setting and select the FH. Then you will got, okay, the FH case value is this. Is it clear? However, now what happened? If you really want to do the analysis, what next? Because for analysis, okay, basically, we would like to turn those data into a more graphical way or visualized way. The simplest way is to plot a chart. Okay, in pivot table, after we filter those required information, okay, how can we turn it into a chart? Okay, simple. We just go to here. Can you see here? We've got something called the pivot chart under the options ribbon in pivot table tools, right? Just click the pivot chart. See what happened. Basically, we have a different type of chart in Microsoft Excel. Okay, basically, as you can see here, for the column chart and the bar chart, which are multi-purpose chart for showing different kind of data, which is also acceptable to do so. However, for the line chart and pie chart, please bear in mind, they will have a special function. For example, if you would like to show the different portion for a certain item in the market, okay, so you may making use of the pie chart. If you would like to show the trend of those data, for example, if you would like to show the share value for HSBC, okay, in the past 2 months, then what should you do? Okay, you may just making use of the line chart. However, make sure one thing, because here is the y-axis and this one is the x-axis. Please bear in mind one thing: the x-axis must be showing the what? The trend, the changes. If you would like to have the x-axis to be something called the categorization field. For example, if you would like to show, okay, the sales volume for each division, okay, you better not to use the line chart, because the line chart for divisions, which if you put under the x-axis, which is it is meaningless, because for line chart is showing the trend. How to define, okay, from one division change to another division? It's meaningless, you know. So please be reminded, for the line chart, the x-axis must be showing a trend or changes or time. Okay. So for this time, what should I do? Then I will use line chart. Okay, I just simply select this one, line chart. And also, please be professional, not to using this kind of chart, the 3D chart. For using the 3D chart is not so professional. It's something gimmick. Okay, if you would like to just generate a chart, okay, which would like to show it on a PowerPoint to wow your customer, that's okay. However, if you really want to do a presentation in front of a group of experts, you better using the 2D chart. Okay, because for the 3D chart, which is much more difficult for people to understand, because for normal human beings are living in the 3-dimensional world. Okay, this is already our upper limit. Okay, so you better adjust their mindset down to the 2-dimensional space so that they can have more imagination, okay, on your presentation, or else you have failed to do so. Okay, to do a good presentation. Please be reminded. Okay, now I select this one. Okay, line chart. And then what next? Okay, see what happened. Wow, we got this. Okay, what next? Okay, I just want to show you one thing. Okay, now I find that this chart is so small in size. I don't want it to be so small in size. What should I do? Right click. Okay, because I would like to put it on a large spreadsheet. Okay, out here we've got something called the move chart, right? Select move chart. Move chart to what? New sheet, chart 1. Okay? What next? Okay. See what happened? Here, as you can see, Wow, this is the analysis for our existing data. Okay, we find two problems. The first problem is too noisy, right? Because now here I would like to show the what? The everyday's transactions, right? It will become so noisy, okay? Because we cannot see the pattern easily, okay, from this chart. So what should I do? Okay, but you need to adjust, okay, actually, okay, because if you find that it's so noisy, you cannot see the exact trend, then the most easier thing is to what? To group records together into a certain period of time, okay, larger certain period of time. For example, now daily is not acceptable for this analysis, then you better think about what? Weekly or what? Or monthly, right? This is the first method. The second method is, wow, for the average of FOB amount, wow, compared with the total FOB amount, it's so what? So small, so little. It cannot present what happened to the what? To the average of FOB amount. So what should I do? Then we need to think about, is it possible to present two different scales in a single chart? Okay, this is very, very important. So let us to deal with these two issues. Okay, first of all, I go back to the what? The sheet fee here. And now the first thing I would like to do is to remove the noise. Okay, how to remove the noise? Okay, now just move our active cell to the dates here. And then right click, can you see one of the options called the group, right? Called group. Can you see group here? After I click group, see what happened. Wow, it show me what? Okay, first of all, it will automatically what? To ask the system to automatically to check where the records start from. Okay, automatically it check that, okay, the first record is from what? The 1st of January of 2010. Okay, the ending record is what? On the 16th of December of 2010. And now I would like to group it into what? In monthly base. Then first of all, select month, but also click also the years. The reason why? Because I don't know how many years record we've got in this set of data. If we have more than 1 year's record, then this Excel spreadsheet will be very stupid if we didn't select this option. It will group all the January record into January. For example, if you got 2010, 2011, and 2012, then it will automatically group all the January record into one single January. It will not differentiate from different year. It is very stupid. So please bear in mind, if anytime if you like to group it into a month basis or quarterly basis, please bear in mind to select the years as well. After that, okay, we've got something like this, right? January, February, March, April, something like that. And then what next? Just click the chart one again. Then you got this. Then even much more worse. Okay. Besides the business is worse, but the presentation is worse as well. Okay, you can find the trend is dropping. Okay, but the point is, okay, I just got 1 year's analysis. Okay, 1 year's data, so that's why you cannot actually see the trend. For data, okay, let me tell you one thing. Okay, because I'm now doing is what? To grouping the data into what? Into monthly basis. Okay, according to some common sense from some basic knowledge of statistics, please bear in mind, if you would like to do statistical analysis on a set of data, please make sure that set of data at least have 30 or above records. If you've got less than 30 records, it is meaningless to have any analysis for your own record. So if you group all the data in monthly basis, okay, what does it mean? If you would like to have a more meaningful forecasting or projection analysis, then what should you do? That means you should have at least 3 years record in order to project what happened in the 4th year and 5th year. Is it clear? Because this is a basic knowledge of statistics. If you've got less than 30 records, it is meaningless to have any forecasting analysis. You must make sure you have more than 30 records. This is very important to you. So that's why this analysis is meaningless, because what I get here is only have 12 records. Okay, but it can only show you that is okay. That means your division is very busy. Okay, in January till July. However, half of the year, okay, your division have no business. Okay, then what should you do? That means okay, you better to what? Okay, to have part-time people. Okay, to do this business, or else you will waste a half year's wage. Okay, to your staff. Okay, this is only a joke, okay? But one more thing. 即係咩啫 Anyway, okay, come back here, okay. Now, I would like to do another thing. That is, okay, because for the analysis, for the for the total FOB, we just sum up the whole month business. So that's why the scale is quite large. However, for the average of amount of the FOB will become what? Meaningless, right? So what should I do if I would like to show both the average FOB amount and the total FOB amount per month? Then what should I do? Okay, let me tell you one thing. That is, can you see here? We have legend. In the legend, we just select this one. Average of FOB amount. Okay? After we select the average FOB amount, right? And then out here, we've got something called the format data series. Okay, again. Okay, select the legend, select this one, average FOB amount, right click, and then we find this one, format data series. After you select the format data series, you find something called the format data series. Under series options, can you see on the right hand side, you've got something called a plot series on primary axis and secondary axis. Basically, this one is the primary axis. And on the right hand side, we still have a axis, but which now is hidden. If you would like to enable this secondary axis, what should you do? Just select this series, okay, to enable this secondary axis here. After that, click OK, make it close. What happened? On the left hand side, it will show you this scale, okay, for the what? Total FOB amount. For the right hand side, it will show you the what? FH of FOB amount, and using the secondary axis scale. Is it here? That means for a single chart, you can have what? You may have two different scale, okay, to present your data, okay. But if you find that wow, it's not nice looking because it's not so clear, even though I have already used different color to eventually do set of data. However, is it possible for me, okay, to present the total FOB amount by means of line chart? And for the ones FH of FOB amount, I would like to use the column chart. Is it possible? Okay, yes, the answer, of course. So what should I do? Simple. Just select this line. Select this one. Go to design. Yes, okay. And now, here we've got something called the change chart type. Select this one. Column chart. See? Is it here? And also, if you find that, wow, this line chart, okay, the color is so sharp, okay, I would like to change it. And what should I do? See here. Okay, we've got something called the pivot chart tools here. Basically, you have some different set view. Okay, what we so-called is the theme. The theme for the color theme for the chart. Okay, like this, and this. Okay, you may change different color. Okay, for our chart by means of this theme. However, if you would like to customize the color, for example, like this, I don't want this color. Okay, I would like to change it to another color. Then what should I do? Just simply select the bar chart, and then all the bar chart are being selected. And then out here, go to the format. And format we've got here have so many different color. Film, like this, or like this, or even though 3D effect. Is it here? Or here we will have a shape fill, gradient. Yes, use this gradient. Maybe I use some like this, something like this first. Okay, this one. Okay, I would like to have a gradient. Let's see. Gradient. Yes, like this. Is it here? And also, if we find that I don't want to have the shape outline, okay, for the bar chart, just simply remove this low outline, then it will become like this. Is it here? Is it okay? Basically, okay, if you would like to try more color theme, okay, you may just simply select the object. Okay, for example, now I would like to change the color theme for the chart area. I just simply highlight this chart area and then apply different color theme to it. For example, like this. I like this. See? It looks not bad, right? Is it here? Okay, good. Basically, this is the basic function of the pivot table. But again, okay, as a sum up, okay, please be reminded, okay, for the pivot table features, basically we are using it to consolidate our data and then do some simple analysis. For some simple analysis, most of the time we have two different methods. The first method is what? To categorize, okay, the data into different groups. For example, the previous analysis, I just simply group the what? Group it with the country of origin and also the customer, something like that, by grouping to do the analysis. And another method is to what? To use the time series analysis. That means to group the data into different dates or time, and then to forecast what happened and the trend of our business, and show it with the what? Visualized features like plotting a chart. Okay, if you would like to learn more about the projection, I think you better to join our level 3 session. Okay, level 3 session, I will telling you more about how to do forecasting. What is trend line, what is a linear regression, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now I will go to another topic. This is something about formula. Okay, this is also what, okay, Amanda want me to teach you, because she may afraid, okay, some of you are not so keen, not so clear in the conceptual stuff on what is absolute reference, right? And relative reference. Okay, let me show you what is absolute reference and relevant reference. Okay. Actually, okay, now I will go to something called a function form bracket A, this set. Okay. Now, what happened? This is a very simple chart, okay, which is representing a set of data for the student's examination mark. Okay, very simple. Now, if I say, I would like to calculate the average for different student, the average mark for each different student, then what should I do? Okay, let me introduce the most simplest, okay, formula. The first one is the average. Okay, basically, press equal sign, AVE, R. Okay. What happened? We can find average. One of the formula is average, right? Just select average and press the tab key. Then it will prompt you average and open bracket. And what next? Okay, is now I would like to calculate the average for the Chinese, English, and math for Chan Thai men. If it is a simple formula, okay, no close bracket is required. you may just simply press the enter key, done. Okay, but of course, if you are a good student, you better type the code back by yourself. However, in business world, what I'm looking for is quick and efficient. Okay, anyway, actually, what you got here is the 48.66. Okay, this is the average mark for Chan Taiman. Okay, however, if you say, David, I would like to calculate the rest of the student, okay, the average mark, then what should I do? Okay, let us have a note on the reference. Okay, now, we've got something called the C2 to E2. Okay, because we won't have any dollar sign. Okay, in the column and row reference. So we will call this kind of reference as the relative reference. Relative reference. What does it mean? Let's have a look. If we just simply drag this box along the column like this. First of all, highlight this cell and then move our active cell, our mouse, okay, to the bottom right corner of the cell. It will show you the what? The hairline cost, okay, will appear. And then you may just simply drag and drop till the end of the table. What happened? It will help you to calculate the rest of the student's average mark. So let's have a look on the second one. Chen Yi, okay, in row 3. As you can see here, at the row 2, the original formula is C2 to E2. And here, what we've got is C3 to E3. Okay, Excel will have some automated function. It's like this. If the Microsoft Excel find the formula which are using the relative reference, okay, then the system will automatically adjust the reference across the rows. Okay, like this. For example, if I just drop up and down, then it will adjust the row number from C2 to E2, to C3 to E3, and so on and so forth, like this. Is it clear? That means the row numbers, it will change if you drag the formula across the rows, like this. Is it clear? Now, another thing I would like you to keep an eye on, because the average is one of the most frequently used formula. Please note also the characteristic of the average. As you can see here, for this student, Hong Jingyi, okay, she just attend 2 examinations, English and Math. So the average mark, as you can see here, what happened? Microsoft Excel just calculate both the average mark for both the English subject and the subject English and Math. So the average mark for Hong Jingyi is 58.5. However, why it will not calculate this field? Because this field is empty. However, if you say, David, I would like the computer calculate also this field in order to calculate the average, then what should I do? Press 0. Then it will automatically adjust it. Is it here? If you say, wow, I don't want to calculate this subject, delete it. Then empty field won't be calculated. This is very important. So that's why, okay, when we were young, at that time, okay, we need to face a Hong Kong certificate examination, right? Do you know if you are absent, okay, from the examination, from that subject, okay, what you got is 0 mark. However, if you can't answer any question on the examination paper, you still have 1 mark. And that 1 mark is the attendance mark. So that's why if you answer the whole paper, altogether the full mark should be 99 mark, not 100 mark. You know? Okay, this is the beauty of using computer to keep our examination result. So that's why, okay, if you would like to, if a guy got failed or an ABS, the mark differences is like this. For F, maybe at least have 1 mark. And for absent guy, they will only got 0 mark, okay, in the computer. Okay? And now, what next? Okay, because I would like to correct, okay, the decimal place, okay, to do two decimal place, two significant figure. So what should I do? I just highlight this area and again go to the home here, and what we got here is two different options. The first one is the increased decimal and this one is the decreased decimal. I just simply press this one, it will increase decimal. And now decrease decimal like this. I would like to correct the mark to two decimal place. Please adjust it like this, okay, by these two functions. And what next is the ranking. Now, I would like to introduce what is the differences between relative reference and the absolute reference in this example. Okay, have a look here. Ranking. What's the ranking function? Just simply type rank bracket. Okay, equal to rank bracket. Okay. Not like average, okay. Average only asks you for what? For one parameter. It's good enough for the calculation. However, for rank, it will require you for at least two different parameters. Okay, the first parameter, if we will ask you for a number, what number? Ask the number, the mark for Chan Tai month. Because if I would like to know the ranking for Chan Tai month, I need to first of all to know, okay, the average mark for Chan Tai month, right? And what next? Comma. And then the Microsoft Excel will ask you for a reference. What's the meaning for reference? Because for ranking, I need to compare with a group of people in order to know your ranking, right? If you don't give me, okay, which group you would like to compare with, okay, I don't know. I don't know what is your rank, right? So what should I do? F2, comma. Then what next? I would like to highlight this area because I would like to compare with this group of people from F2 to F15. Is it clear? This is the second parameter. And for the third parameter, which is optional, so in the tips, okay, it will show you with a square bracket. That means this is optional, okay? You can define it or not to define it. If you don't, without the third parameter, basically the ranking function will sort will rank Chan Tai month or may rank the student in ascending order, but in descending order. That means the student with the highest mark will rank as 1, with the lowest mark will rank as 14th, something like this. So I just simply omit the optional field. What next? Close bracket and enter. So Chan Tai month will become 11th guy. If you just simply drag and drop till the end of the list, what happened? Well, what happened? Why? Why is wrong? Okay, only the first one, the first ranking is correct. Why? The rest of them are not correct. Let us have a look. Okay, as what I said before, okay, because we just define it as a relative reference, what happened? See? Here. Because of all the, okay, what happened? Okay, let's say, if I select this option, okay, for the G8, for this option. Okay, in order to let you have a note on what happened, I just using an auditing function called formulas, and then out here, can you see this features? Trace precedent, and this one is trace dependent, right? Please select trace precedent. See what happened. Okay, after you select the trace precedent, what does it mean? That means the calculation, okay, for this ranking function formula is from where? Okay, it's from this parameter and also from this reference, from this table, from this cell till here, till the F21. Can you see a blue line square this area for you? Give me the one. But very difficult to trace, right? Can you see this? Here we have a line, okay? From here, this is the reference, and here is F8. What does it mean? The problem, okay, for why we will have a wrong result, because for this reference, F2 to F15, okay, will change, okay, from F2 to F15 will change to what? Alongside the what? The row number. Okay, and this time will become F3 to F16, and this time will become F4 to F17, which is totally wrong. Because why? Because for this first parameter, okay, be honest, I want it to change because I would like to capture different FH mark, okay, into account for the ranking purpose. However, for the reference field, I don't want it to be changed because we would like to compare with the same set of FH mark, right? So what should I do? So we should do one thing. That is, okay, because the problem is come from what? The changing for the row number. So in front of the row number 2 and 15 here, for the first formula, I need to add a $sign in front of the row number. The meaning for the $sign is to what? To change the relative reference into absolute reference. What does that mean? That means no matter how to get this formula across the rows, the row number will still keep unchanged. Just have a demonstration for you like this. See what happened? See? F2 to F15. This one still F2 to F15. And even though this one, it will remain unchanged, it will keep it to be what? F2 to F15. Is it clear? This is the power for the $sign. This is what we so-called the absolute reference. Is it clear? This is very important to you. For example, if you say, David, I would like to check the formula horizontally. Okay, what happened? See, the original one is what? The original one is F2 to F15. And what happened? Because I drag and drop the formula horizontally, then the what? Originally, the reference will from what? From F2 to F15 will change to what? G2 to G15. That means if we what? We drag and drop the formula vertically, it will change the row number of the relative reference. However, if we what? Drag and drop the formula across the columns, then it will change the what? The column number. That means change the English characters. Okay? From F to G, G to H, so on and so forth. Is it clear? It's okay? This is very important especially in manipulate those formula with a table. Okay, it is very important. And what next? Okay, what next is on the comment. However, I would like to escape this part first. The reason why, because this is a little bit difficult for you. At this moment, I would like to go through this calculation first. Okay, now, okay, I would like to know, okay, the number of registered students. I would like to know how many students attend the examination for Chinese, English, and mathematics. So, how to do it? Simple. Use the count, what? Count from C2 to C15. Then I will know the total number of people, okay, total number of students who attend for the Chinese examination is 13. If I just want to what? Check and drop across the columns, what happened? Okay, the column will become what? Originally, it's C2 to C15. And for English, because we have already checked what? For one column. So what happened? It will change to what? D2 to D15. And what next to math? It will change to what? E2 to E15, like this. Is it clear? So that's why if you jet vertically, change the what? Row number. Jet horizontally, okay, across the columns, then it will change the what? Column numbers. Is it clear? If you won't want to change the column number and row number, then what should you do? In front of the row number or column number to put a what? A dollar sign in front of it. Then you may knock the column number or row number. Is it clear? Now, what next? 得唔得 ？OK 哦。Okay, high score. How to calculate higher score? Simple, maximum. Again, highlight this area. C2 to C15. High score is 97. How about the lower score? Is what? Minimum C2 to C15. Do you know how to select it? Very simple. Let me demonstrate again. After I type minimum, open bracket, I just select this cell, C15. And then what next? I use the scroll up. Okay? You use the mouse wheel, scroll up, and press the shift button and select the C2. Then it will highlight C2 to C15 for me. And then press enter. Okay? So, what happened? Altogether, I got what? Okay, low score is 20, 10, and 15. And also for the lower score, it will not calculate the what? The empty field. Right? Okay, what next? For the second highest and second lowest. Basically, second highest and second lowest, we will use another function, a formula. That is what we so-called the large. Large will ask you for what? Ask you for two parameters. The first set of parameter is for C2 to C15. That means the reference area, the array. And the second parameter after the comma, I would like to type 2 because what I'm looking for is the second largest one. So I press 2. So 95 is the second highest score. Check and drop here. We got this. And second lowest is using the what? Small. C2 colon C15. Second lowest. Is it here? So I got 45, and English is 45, and mathematics is 30. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, FH, no need to mention, very simple. FH, and highlight this area. And drag and drop. Okay, what's the meaning of median? What's the meaning of median? 中位數. Okay, what does it mean? What does it mean by median? Very simple. For example, let's say, okay, the average salary, monthly salary for Hong Kong people is, as I can remember, should be 50,000 Hong Kong dollar. Okay, monthly salary, average monthly salary for Hong Kong people. It is a true statistic of Hong Kong nowadays. The average monthly salary is 50 Hong Kong dollar, 50,000 Hong Kong dollar. Okay. However, the salary the monthly salary median, okay, for Hong Kong people is only 12,000 Hong Kong dollar. Okay, why? Why it happened like this? For example, let's say because some people have the very high salary. For example, let's say the CEO of the Vampula, okay, of the 001, okay, the market, then his salary is much more than us altogether, maybe more than 10,000 times. Okay, this is his salary. So that's why for the FH salary, okay, in Hong Kong is meaningless. However, why we need to have median? Because which are concerning about the population. Okay, for example, how to calculate the median? Very simple. Let's say in Hong Kong, we will have 2 million people working working. Okay, so I will first of all to rank their salary. Okay, from the lowest to the highest, and then we use the 1 million guy, the 1 millionth guy, plus the 1 million and the 1 million 100,001個。第100,001個 the 1 million and first guy salary add together and divided by 2, then this is the median. Okay, this is the concept of median. So if you are looking for median, okay, don't mess up, okay, because the average is like this. Calculate to sum up all the value all together and then divide it into n. However, for the median, they will use for what? We'll use the median value, okay, and calculate and plus 即係點講呢？將中間嗰兩個啊，第100,000個、第100,001個加埋除2啊，係啊，就係咁計。死啦！我唔知點講呢個。Okay, for example, let's say we have 10 people all together. Okay, median is like this. We use the 5th people plus the 6th people salary plus all together and then divided by 2. And this is the median. Okay, so median like this. Median. This is the median. And what is the features? And how to calculate the mode? Mode, that means, okay, which number appears the most, okay, in that series of record. Very simple. Mode. Mode, 總數. That means the most frequently happened, the value. Okay, for example, let's say for 45 out here, because it appears for how many times? 1 and 2. It is the most frequently appears record, a value within this array. This is what we so-called the mode, 總數. Okay? Basically, these are the most frequently used statistic formula, okay, in nowadays analysis. Which one? 95? 95? 95, no. I just compared this series only. Only appear for 1 times for 95. Oh, twice. Oh, yeah. The reason why, because this one, the 45, is the first one appear in this series. Yeah. 冇記錯. Okay, now we jump into another. We jump into another function, okay, for comment. Okay, what is the comment for? Okay, basically, I would like to do something like this. Okay, if the FH mark, okay, is larger than 60, then I will say, okay, it is advanced. Okay, and for the guy score, okay, the FH mark is in between 50 to 60. Then I say, okay, the comment is, okay, he or she need to have a make-up examination. However, if the guy's FH mark is in between 0 to 50, then I will request that student to repeat this course. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. Okay, to give the comment for each student. However, how to make the Excel spreadsheet have this intelligence to differentiate what comment given to different students? This is a question, right? So now I would like to introduce a very powerful formula to you. This is what we so-called the if formula. Okay, if formula. Basically, for if formula, we will have what? Okay. Most probably, okay, if you would like to go through those books, okay, related to programming, okay, you will see this kind of diagram. This kind of diagram, we will call it as a flow chart, okay. And for the diamond shape, this is actually the if then else statement, Okay, what does it mean? For example, for this flow chart, that means whenever we will have a data entry into this if then else statement, if inside this if then else statement, it will first of all to check whether or not the value is greater than or equal to 50. If it is really greater than or equal to 50, then what happened? It will provide a true response. Then it will print out a pass to our statement. However, if which is not greater than or equal to 50, then it will give us something called the false statement. Then it will print fail. So how to type or design this kind of formula, okay, in this scenario? Okay, first of all, I have already preserved a cell C1, okay, for keeping the mark, okay, for the mark of the student. And then what next? In the status field in B2, I would like to have a if statement. So what should I do? First of all, type if. If what? If to check whether or not B1 is greater than or equal to 50. If it is really B1 is greater than or equal to 50, what happened? This is pass. If not, then fail. And close bracket. Is it here? Okay. First of all, according to the criteria here, pass, what does it mean? Greater than or equal to 50. If fail is less than 50. How come I just define one criteria here and then in order to have two different output? Why? Because if B1 is not greater than or equal to 50, it is what? Naturally, that means what? It is less than 50, right? So that's why, even though we have already defined greater than or equal to 50 is pass, less than 50 is fail. But in real life, in this if then else statement, we only need to define clearly for one criteria is good enough. Is it clear? So, let's have a look. If here, I just type 60, it will become pass. 100 is pass. 35 is fail. Is it here? Just have a look here. Because of this statement, okay, it will first of all to calculate whether or not B1 is greater than or equal to 50. If it is really greater than or equal to 50, then it will execute this statement. If it is not greater than or equal to 50, what does it mean? That means B1 is less than 50. Then it will execute this statement. For the statement, if you would like to print out a comment, what should you do? You need to have what? A double quotation mark to code the comment. Is it here? Yes. Inside the formula. And also one more thing. Try to type this in your Excel spreadsheet. Equal to 1, equal to 1. See what happened? True. If you press equal to 1, equal to 2, what does it mean? Do you know what happened? Because according to what you type, you find that it is meaningless. It's not make sense, right? Because how come you have a two double equal sign here? But the point is like this. Because in Microsoft Excel, the first equal sign, what does it mean? That means to tell the computer what I'm going to type is a formula. Please do calculation for me. This is the meaning for the first equal sign. For the second equal sign, this equal sign is not to tell the computer I'm going to type a formula. And this equal sign is representing the what? Comparison operator. That means ask the computer to compare these two variables, whether or not it is equal. Is it here? So that's why if I type equal to 1, equal to 2, then the computer will compare 1 and 2, see whether this two number is equal or not. Finally, the result is what? Not equal, so it returns a what to mark as false, right? And this kind of algebra, okay, in mathematics, we have an algebra we have a kind of algebra to calculate of this kind of operation. We call it as a Boolean algebra. Have you heard about it? Boolean algebra. Basically, for Boolean algebra, it's basically focusing on the true and false calculation. Okay, it is very important in computer science. In Taiwan, do you know how they translate Boolean in Chinese? It is very funny. It is actually the name of a food, Bo Lam. Yeah, whenever if you find it on some Taiwanese Chinese book, they say Bo Lam So. Okay, Boolean number. Okay, in English that means Boolean number. Okay, Bo Lam. I don't know the English name for Bo Lam. This food. Anyone of you know? Bo Lam. It's a kind of peach, right? Peach is a kind of peach, right? Plum. It's a plum. It's also a plum. Yeah. Yeah, because in Taiwan people, they will translate Boolean algebra into something called as a prime number, something like that. Prime, no prime. Prime number is a 1-7, something like that. However, that one is not prime. Okay, actually, I just make fun. We just make fun on it. Okay, because we seldom use a food name as a number, right? Actually, okay, is it clear now? That means if we have some full understanding. That means, the if-then statement will first of all to calculate the value for this comparison first. If the result is true, then it will execute this statement. If the result is false, it will execute this statement. Is it clear? And also, one more thing need to bear in mind. The opposite for greater than is which one? Is larger than or equal to. Please bear in mind. Okay, the opposite for greater than is what? Is less than or equal to. The opposite, sorry, 搞錯晒，衰咗咁樣就 yes. Okay, the opposite for greater than is what? Is smaller than or equal to. The opposite for smaller than is what? Is greater than or equal to. The opposite of equal to is what? Is not equal to. Please bear in mind this disparity. Okay? Disparities. This is very important. So that's why the criteria greater than or equal to. Then the opposite side is what? Is less than 50. Is it clear? Okay, one more thing. Because for if then else statement, it is very simple. That means if that is not true, then it's fail. Right? Not true, then it's false. Not false is true, right? That means altogether for the if then else statement, we can categorize how many things? 2 categories things, right? However, for this scenario, we would like to categorize 3 different categories things, right? So what should we do? Then we will apply one more times to execute the if then else statement. Okay, let's say because when I still a kindergarten student, okay, at that time I'm living in the current city. Okay, the current city, okay, those are all residential area, okay. At that time we are very poor, so my grandma, okay, when she want to make some red bean syrup at that time, we just buy those beans, okay, which are mixed up all together. The reason why they will have some mixed up beans to sell to us because for those shops, okay, whenever they have some beans, okay, accidentally put on the floor, then we just to grab them all up together and then put in a shell and then sell to the poor people like us. Okay, at that time, what happened to David? Okay, every day my grandma will ask David to what? To categorize different color of beans, okay, for her. Let's say if that combo set of beans we have all together, we have yellow bean, soya bean, red bean, and green bean. Okay, let's say like this. So what happened to my grandma? He just give me the combo set of beans and then give me a bowl and ask to David say, okay, please what to take out all the soybean for me. At that time, what happened to David? I just take up the soybean one by one. Soybean, not soybean, soybean, not soybean, something like that. And then after that, after David, take up all the soybean for grandma. Then what next? My grandma will give an empty bowl again to David and ask David to do what? To take out all the red bean for me. Then what happened to David? David will take out all the red bean, not red bean, red bean, red bean, red bean, not red bean, red bean, not red bean. What happened? And then after that, after David take out all the red bean for grandma, then what next? My grandma just take the rest of the bean to the kitchen. The reason why? Because after David take out all the red bean, what left are green beans. What does it mean? Even though stupid David, just know how to do binary processing. If ask David to what? To do it for 2 times, then David can categorize things into 3 different groups. Soybean, not soybean, soybean, not soybean. Pick out all the soybean first. And then what next? Red bean, not red bean, red bean, not red bean, and finally, David can do it what? To categorize 3 different categories of beans, for grandma. So this is the beauty for if and else statement. If we write the statement into this manner, this kind of programming structure, we have a name for it. We call it as a nested if statement. What does it mean? After a if processing, and then we still have another if processing. And also this structure can expand by layers, 1 layer to 2 layers, and 3 layers, 4 layers, so on and so forth. You can imagine how this statement can expand and how this statement can help you to solve some complicated categorization problem. Maybe let us show you how to write a 2-layer nested if statement first. First of all, I would like to categorize a guy, see whether he is young, mature, or platinum age. Maybe he should be retired, retired age, something like that. If he or she is less than or equal to 30 years old, then he is young. If he is in between 30 and 65, he is mature. If he is greater than 65, retired age. Actually, according to the United Nations, the new standard, the retired age should be 75. Huh? You don't know? Yeah, they are crazy. And how to define what is young? Less than 40. You don't know the new standard? This is actually the new standard from UN. They are really crazy, actually. How now? First of all, how to calculate the age? If the guy is born in the 1980, the 1st of October, so how to calculate his or her age? Simple. First of all, let me introduce a very useful formula to you first. Equal to today. Today will what? Will return you the dates of today. Today, the today formula will return the dates of today to you. This is the point number 1. And point number 2 is how to calculate the age. Simple. First of all, I would like to know when, the dates of today, and then minus your date of birth, and close bracket. If I solely calculate this 2 value, to the dates of today and minus the dates of the day of birth of your, the day of birth of you, what happened? It will show you how many days you live in the world. However, what I'm going to calculate is your age. So divide it by what? 365.25. Is it clear? 365.25. Then I will know your age, right? 吓，4年一樣啊嘛。Okay. Now, how to give comment? How to give comment? Okay, let's have a look. Okay, most of the time. Okay, for me, it's as a good practice. Okay, for typing those with the nested if structure, I will first of all to type the if statement like this with the open bracket and close bracket first. The reason why, if you have experience in typing the some complicated formula, okay, you will have an experience is like that. Most of the time, the Excel will pop up an error to you. It will tell you, okay, you missed some closing bracket for your formula, right? In order to prevent this, okay, happen, what should you do? You should have a practice like me. Whenever you have a formula, you need to what? Have an open bracket and close bracket all together at the very beginning. And what next? To fill all the content inside the bracket. It is what next. So what happened? If open bracket and close bracket, and then what to do? To check whether or not this age is less than or equal to 40. If yes, what happened? Yeah, I just take this reference cell. I don't want to type young this term again. I just to what? To click this reference cell. Then the if then else statement, if finally it is true, then what happened? It will go to this cell and then show me the result. Is it clear? And what next? If you are not young, then what happened? You need to what? Have another if then else statement to categorize whether or not you are mature or retired age. So what should you do? If again, open and close bracket. To check again the value, see whether it is less than or equal to 75. If yes, mature. If not, retired age. At this moment, what happened? Do you still need to have closing bracket at this moment? No, because we have already typed it at the very beginning when we typing the formula. So no need to have closing bracket at this moment. After we fill up the content inside. Is it clear? So what next? We just simply press enter. Oh, you're still young. If you are born in 1950, you are still mature. See what happened? This guy are very young. Yeah. Is it clear? Is it clear? This is basically the nested if statement, right? Nested if is like this. However, while David, then it should be very crazy for if I would try to give different grading for students. For example, for 90 to 100 mark, grade A, 80 to 89, grade B, 70 to 79, C grade, and D grade, and F grade, so on and so forth, right? The more complicated for the categorization, the more complicated for the if-then-else statement, right? Okay, for two-level if-then-else statement, we can categorize 3 different types of 3 different categories, right? However, if the more category are going to do, then what happened? For example, for this one, if you are going to categorize 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different category, 5 different grade, then how many if-then-else statements are required? It should be 4. Because all the time, we have a formula n-1. N category, -1. Is it clear? Then this is the required number for the number of if-then-else statement. Wow, David, for the 2-layer if-then-else statement, it's already killing me. How you are asking me to what? To write a statement of what? 4 different levels. It's crazy. I'm only a merchandiser. I'm not a programmer. How to do it? right? Yeah, it is crazy. So that's why I'm not going to ask you to do this crazy thing with what if then else statement. Because what I'm going to teach you is use another very useful formula called VLOOKUP to do this kind of categorization for yourself. Okay, actually, okay, let me show you what is VLOOKUP first. Okay, let's have a look what is VLOOKUP. This is VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, I think most of you will treat as a what? A pattern matching formula, right? To searching across a certain table so that I can return certain value for my spreadsheet, something like that, right? Looking for a value and then return certain record to my spreadsheet. Okay, pattern matching. Okay, of course, if you are looking for somewhat sophisticated pattern matching features, okay, I think most of the time you need to have the match and index instead. Okay, 我轉翻做 Cantonese 啦。好啦，喂，好易嘅就 VLOOKUP，OK， 但係嗱話埋俾你聽啊，嗱 Level 2教嗰個咧先係堅嘢啊。即係如果你話對表啊，因為咧如果對表咧，我係對 cheap 嘢嘅話咧就 VLOOKUP。成日你以為 VLOOKUP 好勁，其實我聽 VLOOKUP 一啲都唔勁，係就係叫好用簡單嘅咋。如果真係要計到嘢同埋日常裡面我哋對表對絕對無敵嘅話咧 ，Level 2嗰個啦，裡面嗰個 match and index 嗰個係絕對好用。有冇學過 match and index 呢兩嚿嘢？呢兩嚿嘢話俾你聽，一定要學。學咗之後及埋佢之後咧，你點去對表對到？同埋可以對埋啲 average 啊、maximum、minimum 嗰大掣乜都對到。但係講咗 VLOOKUP 先啦。吓？你講咩啊 ？match index 嗰個？啱啱學啊？幾時學㗎？我自己上網學 ，OK， 嗰個超好用啊！嗰個係 Level 2教嘅我會 ，OK， 所以我聽日會教嘅呢個會。好嗱，同你講講先，呢個係點嘅一回事嚟嘅咧？呢一個好嗱，首先對表，唔該 ，VLOOKUP 咧一定要係對乜嘢？對第一個 column 嘅啫，呢個亦係佢最差嘅地方，淨係可以對第一個 column， 就係佢最差嘅地方。仲要點樣咧？對呢個表仲要第一個 column 要係點啊 ？Sort in ascending order， 係咪死得啊 ？Sort in ascending order， 但係有咩辦法咧？整好咗表之後唔緊要㗎，揀翻呢個揾 A1， 跟住點做？跟住咧就同佢講話 data 喺度講件咩事 ？Sort ascending order A to Z 得唔得？咁搞掂。但係如果係 match and index 係唔使嘅。好，寫好前之後 sell 嘢咁開始。好啦，跟住整好咗之後，跟住話啦，喂，阿 David 想玩咩啊？我想喺下面個表嗰度喺度打 Betty 落去，跟住佢 return 翻阿 Betty 個 address 俾我哋喎。咁點做咧？嗱嘢邊個 Betty 啫？呢度我打翻 Cindy 落去先啦。你一陣會明點解會有個 Betty 喺度噶啦 ？OK， 等話俾你聽點解會有個 Betty 喺度噶啦。好啦 ，address 睇嘢啦，等於 VLOOKUP look up 啲乜嘢 ？look up 翻某個 value。VLOOKUP 係咪一個好用嘅 function 嚟嘅？好，跟住點做？唔該，我就係齋 highlight 翻個餡，得唔得？齋餡 A2 去到 C7。嗱，呢個係一個問題啊！齋餡啊，仲有呢個 reference 咧，同你講，因為咧好多時候你係做 data massage 噶嘛，你哋一個月做2次算係咁噶啦。咁樣咧，呢個 reference 咧，如果係對表查嘅時候咧，記住要落乜嘢？落$size，$A $2，$C $7，知點解啊？因為你一陣間你將條 formula 打咗喺表度，你真係 drag and drop 噶嘛，你一定會咁做噶嘛。咁到時一定會對表對錯晒，如果冇$size，明我講乜未？好啦，揾到嘅時候接著點做 ？return 第一個 column 資料，呢個叫第一個、第二個、第三個 column。咁呢個叫咩啊？第二個 column 資料咪 return 第二個俾佢咯。跟住我話翻俾你聽係乜嘢啊？我要係 exact match 啊，定係 approximate match？ 呢個精彩啊！點會有 approximate match 一樣嘢嘅咧？一陣間會用，但係而家呢個對名一定係玩乜嘢啊 ？exact match， 所以就 false。enter， 所以話俾佢係 new territory 咯。sales 得唔得先？嗱，留意下咯。如果我呢個係 Cindy， 我整個 Eva 落去啊，咪香港咯。我整 Apple 落去啊，咪又係香港咯。我整個 Flora 落去啊，又係 NT 咯。見唔見到？O 唔 OK 先 好啦，有咩特別啊？對表啫喎，對 exact match 冇問題啊。好啦，咁啲無乘法是係咪個 sales 嘅咧？嗱 sales 呢度咧，我試下又係咁搞 ，VLOOKUP 又揾呢個人名 ，highlight 翻呢個 area， 冇死到。好，跟住點樣 ？return 第二個 column 資料，第三個，跟住今次係 false and true 係乜嘢啊？係乜嘢啊？好，嗱老實講，一定係 exact match 過我哋嘅玩，但係今次咧，我哋整個 approximate match 落去先，即係咩意思咧？就整個 true 落去 approximate match， 咁睇個效果會係點樣咯喎？OK， 嗱呢個係好緊要㗎。跟住話落，喂 David， 你真係玩嘢啊！你而家係整咗個例去之後，跟住結果係咩咧？都係點樣啊？阿 Flora 佢 sales volume 係幾多？就係41,254， 41,254，咪一鬼樣，係咪 ？OK， 好啦，問題嚟啦，41,254。但係如果我呢度就點樣咧？我整個 Cindy 落去，一樣喎，57,000幾喎。如果你整個 Apple 落去咧，一樣喎，78,000幾喎，係咪啊？好啦，有問題嚟啦。阿 David 嘗試打完一樣嘢咯喎，我打個咩落去咧？我打個叫 David 落去啊。好 ，address 即刻 NA 咗，但係點解會有個57,000幾出嚟嘅？點解？嗱，呢個就係問題啦。嗱，留意下咯，原來人名咧喺電腦世界裏邊嚟講咧，佢都有分大細嘅，明唔明我講乜？咁原來咧，如果佢揾唔到 David 呢個名，即係話佢如果喺呢個第一個 column 冇阿 David 呢個名嘅話咧，咁會點樣咧？如果佢係 false 呢個 exact match 嘅話，佢就 return 翻 NA 俾你嘅。但係如果 true 嘅話，佢會點樣咧 ？approximate match， 佢就 return 翻個最接近又細個David 嘅呢個名嘅數值俾你，咁即係邊個啊？好，原來咧要係點樣啊？要係細個 David， 又要係點啊？最接近 David 嘅數字會係邊個咧？好，留意下，原來咧介乎係 C 同 D 之間 ，David 就應該插喺呢度，知唔知點解？原來就係話，因為原來呢個係 DA。呢個就係 DO， 電腦點樣對名嘅咧？佢會逐個 character 對㗎，對咗個 D 一樣嘅話，一樣喎，咁點啊？再對第二個 character，睇下邊個大邊個細，一對之下就點樣咧 ？O 係大過 A 嘅，明唔明我講乜嘢啊 ？OK， 大家係細個，唔係大家係個 number 係點樣啊？細過細家嘅仲要，所以如果咁睇嘅時候咧，發覺到，咦，阿 David 原來係細過 Judy 嘅喎，咁點算？咁阿 David 就會 put in between 邊度？就擺咗喺呢個位置嗰度，而阿 David 係點樣咧？阿 David 佢就會揾到個數字設咗喺呢個位嘅時候咧，個電腦就會點做咧？揾翻最接近 David 又細過 David 嘅數字係邊個？咁之後到時就係邊個？就係 Cindy 啦。咁如果問佢攞翻 sales volume 嘅話咧，就攞個 Cindy 嗰個，即係叫57,456呢個數字出嚟俾佢。喂，收唔收到講乜 ？OK 啊？咁咪搞掂咯。就咁嚟噶啦，嗱你唔信你試下，我頭先咪整個 Betty 落去嘅我 ，Betty 有嘢睇嘅，所以 Betty 係出咗邊個？就係78,000幾咯。點解啊？就係因為咩啊 ？Betty 就會跌咗喺呢個位啊嘛會，佢揾翻最接近嘅細個歲數字，咪即係邊個 ？Apple 咯 ，Apple salary 個 sales 係邊個？就係78,453咯。好啦 ，David 呢樣嘢係一件好戇居嘅行為，點解？梗係戇居啦！我對表喎，點解對啲 approximate match 出嚟咧 return 啲無厘頭嘢俾我㗎？你而家係咪真係黐線㗎？大落河諗清楚呢個 if then else， 你係知道一啲都唔無聊啦。嗱，我想話咩咧？睇度，我將呢個表改一改，我改咩咧？90、80、70。60同埋0 ，OK？ 嗱，我呢度打個分數先啦，74分。 留意下我一個表係點砌嘅咧？呢一度其實我都中咗招喺度。我呢一度其實點樣咧？我咁對就係點樣啊？90分最少分攞90分，跟住就係攞到呢個叫 A grade 嘅會係幾多分？就係90。最少分攞 B grade 就係80，最少分攞 C grade 就係70，最少分攞 D grade 就係60，最少分攞 F grade 就係0，啱唔啱？好啦，咁呢一度咧為咗令到佢好睇少少先啊。好，呢個就係個分數啦，呢個就係個 grade 啦，好冇？好啦，跟住點做咧？我為咗令到佢哋係會點樣啊？就係因為要 sort in 咩 order 話ascending order 噶嘛，呢個表要一個對得表嘅就要咁樣噶嘛，啱唔啱？好啦，所以就去 mark 呢個位置，就同你講話啦，唔該ascending order 得唔得？收唔收到我講乜？咁佢就話翻俾你聽咩啊？0至到90。F 去到 A， 嗱呢個就係點解我成日提就係 VLOOKUP 一定要點樣話？要係 ascending order， 要查第一個 column。ascending order 就係咁解，就係 for 我哋呢個叫做咩 true 嘅情況啦。咁即係點啊？你嘗試諗下，如果有入個74分落去，叫佢應該查表，查呢個表。我哋呢一行有冇74呢個 number 先？冇，佢 return 邊個數字俾佢？最接近佢，但係又細過70個數字俾佢，74嘅數字俾佢，即係邊個？即係60，唔係即係70，係咪啊？如果係咁嘅時候，就 return 個咩俾我哋啊？如果第二個 column 就係 C 咯。嘗試諗下，約個35落去，呢有冇35分？冇。最接近35又細過35數字係邊個？就係0，所以35分咪肥咯。如果我入呢個叫做咩啊？91分落去，最接近又細過91個數字係邊個？90咪落 A 咯。試下係咪咯？look up VLOOKUP 呢嚿嘢 comma 攞呢個 grade table return 第二個 column 資料俾佢，仲要係咩咧 ？approximate match， 恭喜晒！跟住點樣？56分肥咯，跟住點樣啊？77分 C 咯。嗱，睇清楚一嚿嘢。咦，嘗試諗。如果你走去玩 if 頂 else statement 嘅話，真係十分之開心咯，知唔知點開心啊？梗係開心啦！我 if 頂 else statement 我就喺個格仔面打幾多個 if 頂 else 嘛，搞到我自己都唔知自己打乜啦嘛。但係問題原來咧，我如果玩 VLOOKUP 揾分嘅話，會點咩好處啊？個 statement 一鬼啊 ，but 我只係將個 table 整大啲、整細啲，我就分多幾類啦。我問下你啊，你 daily 如果出嚟做 analysis 咧，你知唔知我哋可能分10零20類都唔奇噶嘛啲嘢，得唔得？我仲記得嗰時咧，我 year one 咧，我其實嗰時候讀數學㗎 year one， 我 major 數學㗎，我 under 㗎。咁咧嗰時你知唔知我哋教授同佢講咩？知唔知話 what is mathematics 同佢講？知唔知乜嘢係數學啊？我哋跟住答案知唔知咩咧？就係將嘢分類，就話永遠記住，如果你將嘢分析之前，一定要點樣？要將嘢分類。所以 VLOOKUP 咧，其實最大用途做乜嘢知唔知？就係將嘢首先分咗類先，唔將嘢分咗類嘅時候，你分到佢識得你。你明我講乜？所以我話俾你聽，我嗰日咧，你有division 咧 set 一個咁核突嘅 table 俾我睇嘅時候咧，我已經覺得掛得啦，點玩啊？你明我講乜啦？我話咧一定係人，你個太多人力物力去搞啊呢壇嘢，但係問題又冇辦法唔搞嘅喎。data analysis 啊嘛，你明唔明我講乜嘢啊？所以我問下你嗱，我就問翻問題啦。咁即係話咧，其實現代化咦，其實我已經講完今日要講。所以其實對 data 呢個 concept 咧，有個 concept 係咩咧？今時今日第一樣嘢就係話，我哋任何嘅 gen 出嚟嘅表格係要交俾人做嘢嘅，唔該一定要 structural， 咁可以降低大家個交易成本。嗱呢個好重要，得唔得？你俾我又好，我俾你又好，唔該大家有個乜嘢啊？有個 tabular form 咧，大家係點樣啊？都係 normalized table 咯。我就唔明點解你 customer 咁大整整啲咁嘅嘢俾你哋。我真係覺得好開心，見到咁嘅嘢黐線嘅，第一樣嘢。第二樣嘢係咩咧？我想問你，而家 grab data， 我哋應該係咩方法 grab data 嘅咧？永遠記住係用機械化嘅嘢嚟去 grab data。所以點解我哋而家係避免犯錯會搞咁多啲嘢 ？QR code 啦、RFID 啦，乜都咁都唔算數啦，得唔得？仲有啊，我講多一個 experience 俾你聽啦。我嗰時咧記得我讀大學嗰陣啦，好多年前啦，真係老實講。嗰時咧有陣郵差嘅，嗰時我係補習咧，最貴嘅一個鐘都係82蚊， 即係幫人補習，最貴一個鐘120蚊。但係嗰陣時有份優差係點樣咧？幫人做一份 survey form 咧，有90蚊，得唔得？跟住話哇乜咁筍嘅？做 survey 啫喎，唔使用腦問人問題啫喎。我話你聽，你做咗一份翻嚟先講啦。嗰份 survey form 咧有時200條問題㗎，你答滿200條問題，你先有1份錢啊！仲要問同一個人啊！我想問你有咩辦法一條友喺個電話同你會答200條問題啊？你明我講乜嘛？你真係賺到90蚊，你好叻㗎啦！你明我講乜嘛？你真係仲大鑊過，你真係幫人補習啊！收唔收到？但係問題但係問題我唔知咁多數據咧，事實上真係咁多數據。所以今時今日成日講 big data 咧，我話俾你聽，一定唔係打落去嗰啲 data。呢個諗辦法係點樣咧？用唔同嘅方法 grab 翻嚟咯。包括咩知唔知？包括我係手提電話。所以點解咁興咁多免費 app 就係咁解。頭先咪講好開心嘅，我唔使錢㗎，買 app 嚟去用㗎嘛。我係咧嗰啲 app 就係點啊？唔使錢就係佢哋裝咗之後，佢就 detect 咗你每日你嘅行為，你行到邊坐到邊，佢乜都 grab 晒。跟住到時候我哋做分析，做完分析之後嗰啲咪可以買得咯，佢分析。佢唔係你個人資料㗎，佢攞晒啲數據嚟做分析咯。好簡單啦，有一樣功能，我係個個日用㗎啦。OK， 跟住就點樣咧？覺得咁神奇嘅一啲咁好用嘅咧，嗰個功能個名就叫 Google Map。Google Map 最犀利係咩地方啊？最犀利就點解要知道邊度塞車嘅？你有冇問過呢個問題啊？唔係，首先大家知唔知道 Google Map 可以好肯定話俾你聽邊度塞車，邊度塞車先？知唔知點解啊？其實我哋嗰啲無線電話報告唔多唔少都將去 Google 啲嘢㗎。佢會點樣咧？就去 check 下條龍長道有幾個電話行得幾快，佢咪知道嗰個塞唔塞車咯？明我講乜嘛？係啊，所以我話聽嗱 ，Google 咧可以知道每個人嘅活動㗎。第一個 point， 第二個 point 就點樣咧？佢仲可以改變我哋思考添。Google 最叻係乜嘢啊 ？Search engine。Search engine 有咩好處啊？好簡單啫嘛。我要 David 死無全屍，好簡單咋。每次人哋打緊 David Man 呢個名落去 Google 嘅時候咧，即刻就攞晒啲彈晒嗰啲緋聞出嚟，嗰啲緋聞都係假嘅，仲要係。咁已經可以改變人嘅 concept 㗎啦。仲有一樣仲犀利啊！點解 Google Translate？ 我可以點樣啊？將啲嘢 translate 到係點啊？我覺得嘅指令字係咁樣 translate 咁樣 translate， 係控制埋人嘅思想㗎。所以話俾你聽，我好肯定 Google 就係 Skynet。唔係講笑㗎，你哋喺度笑嘅啫，真係。喂，即係 Google 有啲咩唔可以做啊？喂，真係嗱，我真係要講多次。AlphaGo 佢真係話俾你聽，佢隨時可以去華爾街撳幾多錢有幾多錢啊！我認真同你講㗎。喂，大佬，你圍棋都租得掂嘅時候咧，你冇嘢係估唔到㗎，你明唔明我講乜嘢啊？係黐線嘅呢樣嘢，你係冇辦法可以諗到㗎。因為其實如果有掂過下嗰啲所謂叫做咩啊，叫咩機器學習啊 machine learning 嗰啲嘢咧，佢最勁係講咩咧？就係 solve 一條叫做 ternary tree 啫嘛。即係平時咧，我哋咧，我咪好中意咧，咪話咧，好似頭先月頂啲 else 嗰啲咧，係咪就係唔係咁樣噶嘛？呢叫做 binary tree 啊嘛，啱唔啱？你知唔知道咧？佢點解要 solve 啲 ternary tree 咧？咩叫 ternary tree 咧？即係每一個出嚟有3隻，知唔知點解咁做啊？好簡單啫嘛，每一隻股票唔係升就係跌，一係就唔升唔跌啊嘛。佢 solve 到呢樣嘢㗎。咁即係話俾你聽，我做咩炒股票㗎？去華爾街撳錢㗎嗰套嘢。你明唔明我講乜啊？即係我唔明喎，啲人話：哎呀，仲喺度啲報紙好黐線咯，喺度講話咩啊？而家證明咗電腦係叻過人腦，電腦叻過人腦好耐㗎啦。問題就係講咩啊？即係問題就話佢點解話俾你聽佢可以捉贏你人啊？就係因為佢話俾你聽，我隨時可以華爾街撳錢啊！佢唔係講呢一樣，咪捉贏你人啊！話你聽我可以撳錢咋？That's it，係咁多啦。